An Islamic rights advocacy group, popularly known as Muslim Rights Concern (Muric), has requested the arrest of all the members of Irigwe militant group allegedly responsible for the recent killing of some Muslim travelers in Plateau State. The State Police Command on Sunday said it had arrested 20 suspects in connection with the deadly attack on travelers in Jos, the state capital. On Saturday, several travelers were attacked and killed by gunmen in Jos North local government area of the state. The travelers were reportedly passing through Jos when they ran into gunmen who opened fire on them. The victims were coming in a convoy of 5 buses from a yearly Dikir prayer in Bauchi State and heading to Ikwere in Ondo State when the assassins suddenly hijacked their buses and disembarked them. 22 persons were killed while 14 persons were seriously injured. But the activities of the heavily armed men were contained following the arrival of security agencies. 6 of them were subsequently arrested at the scene. Condemning the incident, Muric described the killing of the Muslim faithful as barbaric, saying the government should round up all the members of the Irigwe Christian militant for allegedly carrying out the attack. It added that others who might have fled the scene immediately security operatives' approach should be brought to justice. Meanwhile, its director and founder, Professor Akeredolu, in a statement on Saturday, condemned the reaction of the Ondo State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, who claimed the killings by the armed men resulted from mistaken identities. Akeredolu said it was unthinkable for the governor to have associated the killing of a massive number of persons with such a flimsy excuse. The statement reads, "The unarmed Muslims who were in a convoy of 5 buses were forced to disembark. They were then killed, one after another. 22 of them were killed while 14 were seriously injured. It was the arrival of the police and soldiers on the scene that saved the rest. 22 unarmed Muslim travelers were brutally killed by a Christian militant group at Rukaba, Jos, Plateau State today, Saturday, 14th August 2021. The attack began around 9:28 a.m. The Muslims had attended the annual Dikir prayer in Bauchi State and they were returning to Ikwere, Ondo State when they were waylaid by the notorious Irigwe Christian militant. The unarmed Muslims who were in a convoy of 5 buses were forced to disembark. They were then killed, one after another. 22 of them were killed, while 14 were seriously injured. It was the arrival of the police and soldiers on the scene that saved the rest." Muric condemns the massacre in the strongest terms. "It is barbaric. We hereby condemn demand the rounding up of all members of the Irigwe Christian militant. They must be brought to justice. They ran away from the crime scene when they saw security men approaching, but they had participated in the killing of 22 and wounding of 14 before taking to their heels. It is not possible for the 6 who were arrested to have been the only attackers. Only 6 attackers could not have surrounded people who filled 5 buses. The rest must be fished out. We reject the crocodile tears and lies of governors Lalong of Jos and Akeredolu of Ondo State, who claimed that the attack was a case of mistaken identity. The excuse is the first sign of executive conspiracy. It is a shame that Akeredolu will translate the massacre of citizens of his own state simply because the victims happen to be Muslims. How can anybody say Muslims from Ikwere in Ondo State were killed in such a large number due to mistaken identity? That is nonsense. It is unthinkable. Who do the Christian terrorists have the right to attack and kill for their pleasure, and who should they spare? This kind of excuse has exposed the mentality of the two governors. They are sharing crocodile tears. Lalong's body language makes it difficult for us to trust him. He will sweep this case under the carpet at the first opportunity because his kinsmen are the culprits and he has a history of covering up their crimes. The killing of General Alakali is still fresh in our memory, particularly the attempt of a cover-up, the comedy at the pond, and the eventually intervention of the governor who ran to army headquarters to beg for forgiveness. We thought the lawlessness in Jos had stopped with the declaration of rumors, but today's massacre of such a large number of Muslims has exposed the hypocrisy of Lalong and his blood-tasting terrorists. All the Muslims in the convoy of the 5 buses would have been killed and their bodies thrown into the ponds around Jos as usual if the police and soldiers had not arrived on time. Muric therefore demands that the investigation be taken over by the Inspector General of Police. It is too decent to be entrusted to the jurisdiction of Governor Lalong. We also demand to know the latest about the case of the brutal killing of General Alakali. Where are those arrested over his killings, and how far has the case gone? Nigerian Muslims deserve to know whether or not justice has been carried out in this case, he said. So guys, you've all heard it now. I'm dropping it here. Hit the comment section. Let's know what you think about this, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye for now.